Bruins have won each of their last 3 games. They've outscored opponents 14-5 over that stretch. And right off the hop, it's Schenn and Pastrnak. They grab a hold. Pastrnak to right. They're at close quarters. Pastrnak to right. Schenn to left. Pastrnak to right. Pastrnak lost his footing, and both guys will be separated. A good scrap to get it started.
That was a forecheck, yeah, but you're not even going to have time to do that because right at puck drop, Schenn and Pastrnak square off dead center stage, right here in Winnipeg, and spirited bout.
Well, you and I both had a chance to see a conversation Schenn was having with Jeannot. Hoisted ahead, but can't get it out. And now it's tapped out. Here's Hustaninov. He'll scramble over the line. Send it across. And cover the save. Over on Pastrnak in the far circle. He's a threat up top. Morrissey walks, shoots. Korpisalo to save the rebound. Korpisalo look behind him. They score. Morgan was able to get the loose change. Jets won, Bruins nothing.
Korpisalo could have come out, maybe stopped that puck out by his D. Now the Bruins got a little lost in their man-on-man coverage because somebody gets beat along the wall, and that's going to allow a drive from the left point. Bruins have enough body to box out, but they can't locate the puck. They can't manage the puck. They can't corral the puck.
Up top, McAvoy, Pastrnak. Across. Geekie couldn't handle it. Off the toe of his stick. Pastrnak shoots. He scores! David Pastrnak, a snapper from the right circle. That's .403. He's fit all time in Bruins history, all by himself. A power play goal. Bruins won, Jets won.
Plays down to Lindholm to make that play across the top of the crease. That was unavailable on a good defensive play. Pionk with 2 blocks. But then the Bruins work it out high, top of the umbrella again. And when you put that puck in the stick in the
middle step, accelerates and now drops for Arvidsson. He enters with possession to Hustaninov. Back up top, Lindholm shoots and covered the save. Rebound, Mittelstadt, he scores! Casey Mittelstadt had a ton of time and he rips it in. A power play goal. Bruins 2, Jets 1.
Play probably under 20 seconds, but it's a good entry right there. Keep the puck deep enough so that you can throw it back to the point. Don't try to make that back pass, 10, 12 feet inside the blue line. Take it deeper, and then you got to like it when Lindholm gets the puck. He attacks the middle of the ice. He has a purposeful shot in the direction, looking for a redirect.
And the Jets escaped and give away the puck. McAvoy, Pastrnak. Chopped into the slot, Corrali, backhand, he scores! Sean Corrali, he's hearing it from the Bruins fans here in Winnipeg, and the Bruins have turned this game around, 3 unanswered.
Zone allows McAvoy to gap up. He finds Pastrnak, support by Jeannot. The Bruins got a good bounce on the chop in, but Corrali's there for support. He was on one side of the ice making contact to create the turnover in the neutral zone, and then he gets across the other side of the ice like a great centerman will do. Cover all that.
That's why the Jets are a .500 team. Out in front, it's chopped in front. Korpisalo, what a stop! Lost an edge. Morrissey out in front, and it's fired. And Nyquist denied by Korpisalo. Bruins hammered up the wall and out to center ice. 6.5 minutes remaining here in the first. Bruins 3 and the Jets 1. Iafallo cuts down low out in front. He scores! Right under the bar. Bruins 3, Jets 2.
Went up the wall just to get the puck out of the defensive zone. The 2 of them were coming out to the neutral zone, and it's low-rise cut. And Iafallo comes back. He gets open for the pass in the neutral zone. Now it's just a one-on-one down the wall. Not much in terms of making a deke.
Well, Geekie will start in the box. And it's hard to win games in the National Hockey League at times this year. Late in the first period, the Bruins are saying upper body will not return. So 5D as this puck is ripped on net by Geekie and taken in by Comrie.
Good rim game right there.
Scheifele centers. To the corner it goes. I follow. Back of the net. Scheifele centered. Out in front. Korpisalo the save on Connor. That puck's still available. And lifted. Sent around by Morrissey. This puck stays in. Corrali all by himself. Shoots. Cover the save. And he does not give a rebound. A little pushing and shoving out in front of Jeannot.
Is Sean Corrali. And McAvoy finds him tape to tape. He's got all kinds of time, all kinds of options. Picked his spot and tried to beat Comrie, and just the way Korpisalo denied.
Brought in by Barron, drops for Nyquist. His shot angled to the far side by Korpisalo. The rebound, batted out in front. Korpisalo able to trap that offering. Here's Zadorov. 5.5 minutes left here in the second. Long stretch pass to Pastrnak. Backhand, Comrie stick save. Pastrnak shoots. Comrie again. Lindholm, he scores! Hampus Lindholm from up top at the center point rips in his second goal of the season. Bruins 4, Jets 2.
Almost from behind their own net. Geekie stretches the neutral zone. He's able to handle a difficult pass, but an inaccurate one. And he's able to just chip that puck to David Pastrnak, and Pastrnak creates his own little chance for himself. Taking the puck to the net, a backhand, gets his own rebound, second, third effort. And then as you move up the play, and it's Hampus Lindholm.
Scheifele wins the draw to Morrissey. Connor. Perfetti. Korpisalo the save, they score! And then Scheifele with something to say out in front as the Jets celebrate. And it's 4-3 Bruins now.
Leads to a power play goal. Face-off win by Scheifele. They get into their set. Low play available. Take the puck to the net. They're able to do that. And when you find loose pucks on the blade of your stick in that area, you have such an advantage. You can see Korpisalo trying to track it, can't get over there with that right part of the body. Makes a good save on the initial drive to the net, but then Velarde gets his stick in a good position to tuck it in. Kind of a gift power play, but
you just can't teach. So we're about ready to start the third period. Similar to what we saw in St. Louis, the Bruins up by a goal. The Blues tied that game, but the Bruins pulled away. Into the slot. Velarde had his pocket picked. And now Minton rushes the other way. Hustadinov, 2-on-1. Walks in, shoots, cover the save.
Go back to the opportunity. Hustadinov, he wins a lot of puck battles, I'll tell you.
Just over 5 minutes into the period. 4-3 Bruins. Scheifele cuts to the middle. Shoots, Korpisalo the save. From close range, another big one.
It drops the puck to the centerman. He's going to just step inside the sweep check of Morgan Geekie, and he gets into a...
No icing. Geekie hustled to deny it. Now Lindholm, Geekie, Zadorov traps it. Fan on a shot, rims it. Pastrnak centered. They score! What a dish that was from David Pastrnak. He finds Elias Lindholm, who rips it home. Bruins 5, Jets 3.
The offense. Well, we'll take it back to the breakout. Looking for the long pass. Doesn't connect, but you win the foot race. That's important, number one. Then you play that low-high game. And the minute Pastrnak's off that weak side post and he sees that Zadorov's going to fan on it, now he knows the only play, the smart play, is the rim. So he slips behind the net and he takes this puck on his forehand.
The Jets open the scoring here tonight. Bruins turned it around with a 3-goal outburst. Pastrnak wheels to the slot. Backhand. Cover the save.
Talked about Hustadinov winning pucks and the support by Fraser Minton, and all of a sudden, you go.
Trying to get the Manitoba kid a goal.
Yeah, Pastrnak tried to feed him in the offensive zone after the steal, and then he finds him in mid-ice.
Here's Pastrnak. Walks in. Shoots. He scores. Hasta la vista, baby. David Pastrnak, his second goal of the night and his 4th point of the evening. Bruins 6, Jets 3.
Crossbar, and then Bruins make a nice play again defensively to win possession of the puck. Pastrnak gets open, takes the pass.
Niederreiter threw it behind the net. The Jets have it. And the horn sounds. The Bruins win